Hi everyone, welcome to my YouTube channels, that is Dr. Ajay Get Lectures. And in today's video I would like to teach you one of the important topics in communication system, that is probability, random variable and random process, which is very important for upcoming examinations. If you're talking about GATE and NES point of view, it is very important, right? So before starting this lecture, I would like to introduce myself, that this is Dr. Ajay speaking, and I have completed my BTech from Dr. AITH Kanpur and MTech and PhD from MNIT Allahabad, right? So during my these two courses, my thesis work is based on communication. So I have lots of experience during of my MTech and PhD completions, right? So let's don't waste much of time. Let's start this lecture with random variables, right? So we can say that what is the random variable? If somebody asks you what is random variable, how do you answer it? What is the random variable? Before dealing with the random variable, we have to understand what is the random experiment. First thing, we have to understand what is the random experiment. So random is unpredictable. Random is unpredictable if outcomes is unpredictable, that means in the experiment we can say that this is a random experiment. For example, I'm just giving you tossing a coin. Second thing is what? Rolling a dice. From playing card, if you are drawing the cards, drawing the cards, drawing card from playing cards. So three examples we can understand. This is what the random experiment. The outcomes will be totally unpredictable. And second thing, we have to understand what? Random sample space. What is a sample space? It is nothing but it is set of all possible outcomes. It is set of all possible outcomes. The outcomes is also called as sample point. And it can be denoted by S. We are just denoting it by S. So suppose we are just tossing a coin twice. First time I'm going to toss a coin. What will happen? What is the sample space? What will be the outcomes? Outcomes will be either tail or head. This set of the outcomes is called as sample space, right? Now we are just going to what is random variable. So random variable, right? It is a single real valued function. It is a single real valued functions that assigns real number to outcomes in sample space of random experiment. It is a single real value functions. Actually, random variable is nothing but a single real value functions that assign a real number of the to the outcomes in the sample space. For example, we have set of the outcomes that is which is denoted by the lambda. It is, you can say that it is real value functions. That means real value. Random variable can be defined as, it can be denoted by x, right? So it is what the random variable is a single real functions that assign the number of the assigned number of outcomes, that is lambda, right, in the sample space. By taking the example just like that, for example, random variable x can be defined as number of head appearing in tossing a coin twice. 2 times I have tasked. What will happen? What is the sample space? What will be the sample space? Sample space nothing but what? It can be either tail head tail, or head. 4 outcomes will be appeared. So sample space is nothing but the set of all the outcomes. So how can we define the random variable? Random variable, we just define the number of head appearing. That means we can say that x is equal to xi. What is xi? Is the random values. So random variable x is what? There is no head appearing. That means it will be 0. 1 head appearing, it will be 1. 1 head is also appearing in the third times, 1, and last one is a 2 head appearing. So what we can say that, what is the range of random variable x? What is the range of the random variable x? It is just 0, 1, 2. So it can be number of head appearing. The first, it can be 0 because there is no head appearing the first outcomes. So 0, 1, there is only 1 head appearing in the second and third times, 1 and 2. So this is the range of random variable, right? So this is all about random variable. Now random variable can be divided. Random variable can be divided into 2 parts. What can be divided into 2 parts? Discrete random variable and continuous random variable. continuous random variable. If random variable, how can we define random variable, discrete random variable? If random variable, it can be defined only a particular instant, particular specific interval, a specific instant. It is defined as it is defined at only certain points, only certain, it is only defined as certain points. What about the continuous? It is defined between a specific time interval, specific time duration, you can say that. It is defined between or we can say that specific time durations. So what is the, how can you define, can you give me the what is the example of the discrete random variable? So we have a, for example, the discrete random variable can be what? First example is that tossing a coin, second is that what? Rolling a dice, these two example, and so on. There is so many example that that's come under the discrete random variable. What about continuous? For example, continuous random variable, suppose, or we can say that measurement of temperature in room with respect to time corresponds to the continuous random variable. Suppose in a room, it can be in the morning, the temperature will be different. Temperature is very low. Actually, we can say that it can be 15, 16, something like that, 15 degrees Celsius temperature. We just taking the graph of temperature versus time, and in the afternoon, you can say you can get the high temperature, approximate what, 36, 37, something like that, and beyond the morning, evening, you will get different temperature. So we can say that the room measurement of the temperature in the room with respect to time correspond to the continuous random variable, right? Now you know about that. I'm just going to example, I'm going to a density functions, that is what, probability mass functions. Probability mass functions specify, probability mass functions specifies what? Discrete random variable. What about this one? Probability density functions. Probability density functions specify what? Continuous random variable, right? So this is all about the two different kind of random variable. So we have already discussed. Now let's moving to the probability mass functions. Probability mass function. PMF, it is PMF, it is denoted by what, right? So as I said PMF specifies what? Discrete random variable. It is PMF, the properties of PMF. First property is that its minimum value is 0, right, and maximum value is 1, where I is what? 1, 2, 3. It is just 0 values, and its minimum value 0 and maximum value 1. As I said, it's give the probability so that it's the value will be between from 0 to 1. And second is that if probability of x is equals to xi will be 0 if x does not equal to xi. If values does not satisfy, does not equal to at this particular random values, it will be 0, right? It will be 0. And third one is the if taking the summation of I, it will be 1. If the taking the summation of this one, it will be 1, right? This we have these properties of probability mass functions. Now I'm just going to take example to construct how can we construct probability mass functions. So construct PMF in a random experiment. A random variable, a discrete random variable x is defined as number of heads appearing in tossing a coin twice. The number of head appearing, right? So we can say that what is the sample space if tossing coin twice, what will happen? What is the sample space? Sample space is what? It can be tail, head, tail, or it can be head. So random variable x is what? There is no head appearing, so it would be 0, 1, 1 and 2. So what is the range of x? Random variable x will be what? 0, 1, 2. So correspondingly, what is the probability? Corresponding probability of x is equals to xi. But if probability of x is equals to 0, that means there is no head appearing. Favorable condition is 1 and total condition is 4. So 1 by 4. What about probability of x is equals to 1? It would be favorable condition is 2 and total condition is 4. So 1 by 2. What is the probability of x is equal to 2? And so 1 by 4. So there is no probability of x is equals to 3 because only two heads appearing, so it can be 0. So how do we construct of I just want to construct what this one is probability, this one is 0, 1 and 2, because we have 3 because this is the range of the random variable, and so it will be what it will be at this instant. What is probability is 1 by 4. What about this instant? It is 1 by 2 and 1 by 4, right? So this is all about probability mass functions. And you can also verify if we are taking the summation of, it should have been 0. Just taking those, add those values, you will get what 1 by 4 plus 1 by 2 plus 1 by 4. It is what? It is 1. So this is all about what? The probability mass functions. Now the cumulative distribution functions. Cumulative distribution function. It is also called as what? Distribution functions. Distribution functions. It is also called as distribution functions. It is denoted by f of x, right? And what is that? So cumulative distribution function, CDF, cumulative distributions f of x is what? It's nothing but it is specify. CDF is just specifies the probability of random variable x up to less or equal to xi. So you can say that probability of f of CDF will be just equal to, it's give the probability of x less or equal to xi, where xi is what? Random values, right? So I'm just telling you what is, I'm just going to talk about what is the probability of properties of CDF. The first property is that its value varies between 0 to 1. That means second property is that if the value of f infinity, it would be 1, and f minus infinity, it will be 0. Third, if we have conditions x greater or equal to x2, these are the values, random values, so correspondingly CDF f of x is also greater or equal to f of x2. And third property is that if the random values varies between just greater than a and less or equal to b, then what will happen? Then CDF will be what? xb minus f of a. And what about this one? Fourth property, this 5 property, if x less or equal to b and greater than greater than equal to a, then what will be CDF? CDF is just equal to f of v minus is just equal to same as this, just we have to add this particular instant, right? We have to add those values, right, at real negative values, right? At this instant we have to add. Now I just want to construct a CDF graph, then I'm just taking the example is that the same it is, number of head appearing, number of tossing a coin to twice in random experiment. So random variable x is defined as what? Number of head appearing, right? So what will be the sample space? Sample space is what? Sample space will be, it can be either tail head tail and head. These are the outcomes. And what will be the random variable? X is equals to xi. What? There is no head appearing, that means 0, 1, 1 and 2, and correspondingly what is the probability? Probability is x is equals to xi. It will be probability of x is equals to 0. It is what? 1 by 4. Probability of x is equals to 1 by 2. Probability of x is equals to 2. It's give 1 by 4, right? So we just want to calculate what is the probability, what is CDF f. It is nothing but probability of x less or equal to x, right? And what about probability of x0? X0 is nothing but probability of x is less or equal to 0, that means 1 by 4. What about probability of probability of random variable x, f of 0.25? It will be remain same. Because if add those values we will get same. What about f of 1? It will be what? It's nothing but probability of x less or equal to 1, that means it will be added 3 by 4. What about probability of x 1.25? It is nothing but it's give the probability if x less or equal to 1.25. It is nothing but what? As it is it remains same, 3 by 4. Probability of x f of 2. What will be probability f of 2? It will be probability of x less or equal to 2 is nothing but add those probability, that means 1 by 4 plus 3 by 4, it will be 1. So if you want, so we can say that we just want to take a graph, that means probability of that means it has 3 values, 0 1 2, 0 1 2. At this instant, what is the CDF values? What is the CDF? CDF is nothing but 1 by 4. So at this instant 1 by 4. What about 1? It will be 3 by 4. So it will be 3 by 4 over here, 3 by 4, 3 by 4. At this instant it will be 1. And beyond that, what will happen? At this instant it is 1 value. So we can say that if wants to calculate probability of CDF values at x is equal to 3, what will happen? It is nothing but probability of x is r equal to 3. It remains same 1 at those values, right? So you can find out, we can understand this. It's give a step signals just like that, right? And also if you really wants to calculate what is the exact, so this is all about cumulative distribution functions, graph versus these x values. So I just want to calculate what is the probability of x is equals to 1. So x is equals to 1. What is the probability? X is equals to 1 by 4. That means from the CDF, how can we calculate exact what is x is equals to 1? How much step arises from this instant to this instant? That means it will be 1 by 4, 3 by 4 minus 1 by 4. It will be 1 by 4. Okay, right? Sorry, 1 by 2. It will be 1 by 2. And what about this one? X is equals to 0. How much steps? That is 1 by 4. And you can also calculate, that is at this instant, what is what? Probability of x is equals to 2. What? 1 minus 3 by 4. That is 1 by 4. So this is all about cumulative distribution functions, right? Now probability density functions. Probability, now I am just going to talk about probability density function. PDF, which is denoted by right. So as I said, probability PDF specifies continuous random variable, right? So we can say that if we have a graph, that means it is a continuous. If we have graph pfx, that is minus 10 to 10 we have, and at this instant it is just value x1, x2 and x3, right? So this is a continuous random variable. So we have some, we just going to discuss about what is the property of, so properties of, right? First property is that its values always be greater than 0. Its values always be greater than 0. And second one is that it is a piecewise continuous. And third property is that if you are taking the area from taking the integration from minus infinite to plus infinite, it always be 1, right? And fourth one is that if value of b to a and what the probability, you can probability, it's give the probability uh, what from a to b. If you are taking the area from a to b, you will get the probability, right? So this is all about. And fifth one is what we can find out what if we take differentiation of what c d f of x. That means the differentiation of CDF, we will get probability density functions. Or we can say that we can also take CDF, cumulative distribution function from PDF, just taking the integration from minus infinite to x, right? So this is all about the cumulative probability density functions. If you want to take the probability, if we are taking the area of this one, that means x1 minus x2. If you want to calculate, it's so area and probability density functions give the probability area under. So we have a statement like that, area. So statement just like that, area under probability density functions give what? Probability, right? So this is all about probability density functions. So I am just giving a question and I'm taking a problem. Suppose we have minus 10 to 10. This is what probability density functions versus x. So find out first problem. So find out a value of k, b. What is the probability from what? What is the probability of minus 10 to 5? And see, we have to find out what is the f of x, the graph. Sketch the graph of f. Sketch the graph of CDF, right? So as I said, we know the property of this cumulative distribution functions, probability density functions. Taking the area, for taking the area, it will be 1, right? So under these conditions, under this limitation 10 to 10, f of x is equals to k dx is equals to 1, then k is what? X minus 10 to 10 is equals to 1, then value of k will be what? 1 by 1t. So value of k is what? It will be 1 by 1t. And what was the probability? And the second problem is what? Just taking taking minus 10 to 5, k, value of k is what? 1 by 20 dx. What will we get? uh, that is what? Let's give the probability. So probability is just equal to what? X 5 minus 10 to 5, just multiply with 120. You will get what? 10 minus 15. 15 divided by 20. So 15 divided by 20, you will get 3 by 4. Right? And see what is sketch the cumulative distribution functions. So as I said, so C part f of x minus infinity to x f of x dx. What will happen? Actually, then minimum limitation is minus 10, so it will be minus 10 plus x. F of x will be 1 by 20 dx. You will get what? X plus 10 divided by 20. So we can say that so probability density function, so cumulative distribution function, so f of x, if values less than 10, minus 10, what will happen? It will be 0. If values 10 to what? Equal to 20, what will happen? Minus 10. What will happen? It is just, I just camera it. Now second problem is that we have to find out what is the probability from minus 10 to 5. Minus 10 to 5, it's nothing but it's give the probability. It will happen. What will happen? Minus 10 to 5, that is what? 1 by 20 dx. It's give what? It will be 15. 15 by 20 is nothing but 3 by 4. And what is the C part? C part we have to sketch f of x. So f of x, what? Sketching, as I said, f of x is nothing but minus infinite to x. If we integrate minus infinite to x of probability density functions, what will happen? So minimum limitation is what? Minus 10, maximum is 10. So minus 10 to x, what will happen? 1 upon 20 is what? Dx. It is nothing but x plus 10 divided by what? 20. You will get CDF is what? So we have actually so CDF can be if x is equal to minus 10. What will happen? It will be 0. If x minus 10 to 10, what will happen? It is nothing but x plus what? 10 divided by 20, and if greater than 10, it will be what? It will be 1. So we have condition this one, so we can construct and from CDF is what? Minus 10 to 10 is 1 by 20 f of x. What was this one? You can find out x f of cumulative distribution function minus 10 and plus 10. Beyond that it will be 1 values, and it gets some right. It gives some values, and beyond that it will be 1. So after this instant it will be 1, right? So this is your about CDF graph, right? From this probability density function, right? So thank you so much for watching me. Now I'm going to discuss about the statistical average for both continuous random variable and discrete random variable. We just statistical average of for both continuous random variable and discrete random variable, right? Now first statistical average is that what the first moment right? It is denoted by just m1, right? The first moment is nothing but m1 is nothing but expectations of x. What is that? Expectations. It's expectations of x. What will happen? Expectations of x is equal to x f of x dx minus infinite to plus infinite. This is for what? Continuous random variable. And what about discrete random variable? It is what? xi from f of p of I, just taking the summation, right? Taking the summation, you will get a discrete this is for discrete random variable. So the first moment, also called as DC value, or if you want to calculate the DC power equal to what? m1 square, right? Now second moment, mean square value. Second moment is that mean square value MSK, mean square value of random variable x, right? The second moment is denoted by m2. It is nothing but f expectations of x square, or we can say that x square f of x dx, just integration from minus infinite to plus infinite. And this is for what? Continuous random variable. And what about discrete random variable x I, just taking the summation, right? You will get what? Discrete random variable. The mean square value, mean square of x, that is second moment, m2, that is what? Expectations of x square. What it is called as? What? Average value, or we can say that average value, if in terms of the power, it is also called as total average power, total average power of random variable x, right? Now third one is that what? Variance. It is denoted by sigma square. It is nothing but, it is what? Nothing but expectations of x minus m1 whole square. So sigma x square is equal to what? Expectations of x square m1 square minus 2x m1, or we can say that expectations of x square, expectations of m1 square minus 2 expectations of x m1. As we can say that expectations dc, suppose c is a constant, c is constant, what is the expectations of c? It is nothing but c f of x minus infinite to plus infinite, just taking the integration, what will happen? It is a constant, c minus infinite to plus infinite f of x dx. This is what? This is 1. Area under probability density functions is always give the 1. So expectations of c constant will be always constant. What we have? Constant. So as we can rewritten like that, expectations of x square plus is the dc value, so expectations of m1 square minus this one is what? 2 m1 expectations of x. It is also a m1, so we can say that expectations of x square plus m1 square minus 2 m1, this is also m1, so it is just multiply with m1, so you can get expectations of x square minus m1 square. So this is called as what? This is called as the AC power, right? AC power. This one is called total power. Total power. This one is called what? DC power. So if V, what will be the total power is what? Total power will be just equal to AC power is plus DC power, obviously. Right. So variance is nothing but the total power minus DC power. Right. What about standard deviation? The fourth statistical average is that what? Fourth statistical. Sorry, I just forget about that. This one is for what? Continuous. This one is for continuous, and this one is for continuous. What about discrete time? This is continuous random variable. What about variance of x? This is nothing but expectations of x minus m1 का whole square, और x minus m1 का whole square f of x dx, just integration from minus infinite to plus infinite. This is for continuous random variable. What about discrete random variable? It is what? xi minus m1 whole square f of x, just taking the summation. This is for discrete random variable. So, and fourth statistical average is what? Standard deviation. Standard deviation, it is denoted by only sigma. Standard deviation is nothing but variance under root, right? Or this is standard deviation. It is used for to calculate the RMS value, right? So this is all about the statistical average, right? So thank you so much for watching me.